Hello people, this is the Geekozoid. This video is about how to install and configure Kodi, formerly known as Xbmc. Before we start, I'd like to give a quick shout out to my friend who is a new YouTube user. His name is Binys Fitness, and he does exercising videos and he provides exercising advice. Please see the description below my video for his YouTube link. Without further ado, let's get into this tutorial on how to set up and configure Kodi/Xbmc on a Windows PC. First of all, you want to click on Internet Explorer from the desktop. As you can see in the address bar, you need to type in the Google's address, www.google.com or .co.uk. In Google, you want to type in Kodi, and then you want to select the first link in Kodi, and then you load up the Kodi website, and from the Kodi website you want to click on Downloads tab at the top, and then you want to select your operating system, in our case which is Windows. You want to click on Windows, and it says do you want to save Windows. On the bottom pop-up box, you want to click on Save on the down arrow and click on Save As. When you click on Save As, you want to set the destination to desktop by clicking on it and clicking on Save. Give it a moment for it to download. Okay, it's saved to desktop. You want to close down Internet Explorer, and then as you can see on the desktop there's an icon which is the Kodi install icon. What you want to do with this icon, you want to actually right click it and run as administrator. This pop-up box will appear on your screen. Click on yes, and it will say welcome to Kodi setup wizard. You want to click on next. Then in here you want to click on I agree, and you want to leave all the settings on default and click on next. And you want to set the install file path as the default file path and click on next. Then you want to click on install. Let it do its thing installing. The time it takes to install will obviously depend on how quick your system is. Okay, it's nearly installed. And once this is done, you would have successfully installed Kodi to your Windows PC. However, we've still got a lot left to do. We need to successfully configure Kodi so that you can then stream multimedia content from the internet directly to your home PCs. And what I mean by multimedia content is movies, shows, music, podcasts, basically anything you can think of, even live TV. What I'm going to show you today is basically just how to install and configure it, and I might even make another program or another video in the future detailing what you can do with Kodi. Okay, now it's finished installing. You want to click on finish. Go ahead and click on finish, and then what you want to do is Kodi will be installed in the start menu, so you want to click on the start menu, go to all programs and Kodi folder, and then click on Kodi. Wait for it to load up. You'll be presented with this screen. It'll have a taskbar across the middle of your screen, which has pictures, videos, music programs in the system, and you can scroll left and right on this taskbar by moving your mouse cursor to the extreme right of the screen to move the taskbar to the right, or extreme left of the screen to move the taskbar to the left. I will display this now for you. Okay, moving it all the way to the right to move it to the far right, and then moving it all the way to the left to move the cursor to the left. Okay, to set this up initially, what you want to do is you want to go to System. Okay, to set this up initially, you want to go to System. And then when you mouse over System, you'll have this drop down menu which says Settings File Manager. You want to click on File Manager, and then in File Manager you'll have this screen which says Profile Directory and Add Source. What you want to do now is you want to click on Add Source, and then you'll be presented with this box here. On the top it says Enter File Path, and on the bottom it says Enter Name. Now this is where you add a source. Now you'll be adding 3 sources in total, and you just follow exactly what I type in these boxes. Okay. Think of sources. Sources are like databases. So I want you to click on the top first, and then type in http:// then fusion, and then .tv addons.ag. And what you want to do here is, if you want to pause your video, you can pause the video right about now and write this down. Okay. Note this down. So this is the first link to the first source that we're adding, and click on Done. On the bottom you want to give it a name. Let's call it Fusion. So look, if you can see up there, you've got the link on the top, and the bottom you need to enter the name. And on the name you right click it and type in Fusion. Click on Done. Then click on OK. Okay, to check whether a source has been added successfully, you can double click on the source, like I'm going to show you now. Double click on it and you'll get this menu dropping down. This basically shows you that the source that you've added has been correctly added by yourself, i.e. the web address that you typed is correct. Okay, so we've done our first source successfully. We've added it. Now we're going to move on to the second source. Click on Add Source again. And in the Enter Paths, you want to click on that once. Right click it. And you want to type in path name HTTP. Okay, let me just find the address. I've noted it down on my phone. Okay, what you want to do is type HTTP:// and you want to type in there Xbmc dot movies HD dot co. Okay, so you can pause the video at here and write this down if you need to, and then you want to click on Done. Okay, again you need to set a name for this source, and you want to right click the box on the bottom, left click the box on the bottom and give it a name, and we'll call it HD Movies. Click on Done. Then we want to click on OK. As you can see, the link on the top and HD Movies on the bottom. Click on OK. Now we got Fusion and HD Movies. Again, to check whether it's been successfully entered, you double click it and you'll have a list here, or at least one item here. You click on the 2 dots to go back at the top of the screen, and then you want to add a third source, which is our last source. Now, okay, this source again, which will start with HTTP. Now, won't be a moment. I'm just going to get it off my phone. I never remember these sources by memory. I can never commit them to memory. I've got memory like a goldfish. So it's HTTP:// I've missed something here. I've actually made a mistake, and I only realized when I was watching the video back I forgot the 2 forward slashes, but I will go back to it. So http://xfinity.xunitytalk.com. Okay, but I've just realized that I've missed the //, so I'm going to put that in now. Okay, so if you want to pause the video here, you can write this down on a piece of paper and then add it on your own Kodi. And once you've entered that correctly, you want to click on Done. Again, you want to give this a name, so right click on this bottom box and call it Xfinity. Sorry, Xunity. Xunity, and then click on Done. Okay, so you got the link on the bottom and Xunity on the bottom and the link on the top. Click on OK. Again, to check whether it's working, double click it, and you'll have all these items here which clarifies that you have installed it correctly. What I'm going to show you now is what happens if by accident you entered the link incorrectly. So I'm going to purposely make a mistake here, and the mistake I'm going to make is I'm going to remove the Y at the end of Xfinity. And I'll click on Done, and I'll click on OK, and I'll show you what happens. Now if we double click on Xunity to check whether it's working, you won't see any of those links. This clearly shows to you that the link you entered, there's a mistake in it somewhere. To enter the link, to get to the link again, you click on Edit Source and put the Y back in. Click on Done, click on OK, and double click it again. As you can see, we've installed it correctly this time. Again, to edit any source which you've added incorrectly, right click the source, okay, and then click on Edit Source, which will take you back to the screen where you can edit the link and the title. Okay, so we've added the 3 sources here, but that's not the end of it. We now need to install the channels from the sources. So we click on Home button to return back to home screen. Okay, and what we want to do now is we click on System. We mouse over System and click on Settings. So mouse over System, click on Settings. From here we want to click on Add-ons. You'll receive this message, and it only appears when the first time you enter this menu. Just click on OK. Okay, you'll receive these settings. You'll reach this page where it says install from zip file, get add-ons, etc. You want to click on install from zip file. Okay, once you clicked on install from zip file, you want to select the first source, which is the Fusion source, the link that we added earlier. You want to double click this, and you want to go down to where it says start here. You want to click this and enter it, and then you'll receive another set of options, and you want to go down to the bottom option where it says plugin video hub wizard, and you want to double click this. Once you double click this, the program will work, and you want to wait until you receive a notification on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. There you go, it says config wizard add-on enabled. You wait for this to disappear, and then you wait again to see if any other pop-on happens. If no pop-on happens, you will click on the home button to return to the home screen. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to mouse over the Programs tab, and you want to click it once. Okay, once you open up the Programs add-on, you have a config wizard here, and you'll have a blue box on the right which will detail config wizard, and it should be the only item you have in here. You want to click it twice to open it up, and then you want to select your operating system, which in our case is Windows. Okay, it says would you like to customize your add-on selections. You just want to click on yes on this box, and you have to wait for it to download. It's going to take a little while for the downloading to occur. Please be patient over this time. It's going to download it, then it's going to unzip it, and then it's going to install it. And what this is doing, this is an auto install. It's basically auto installing the Fusion source. So the Fusion source that we added, it's installing the auto installer from the Fusion source. Now you'll notice something once this installation completes. So we're just going to wait for it to complete. Nearly done, but about 50% through. Again, I never cut my videos. The reason why I don't cut them is if I run into errors, you will run into errors. So whatever problem I run into, hopefully we can deal with the problem live as I'm making these videos, and so that I can show you the process from A to Z without any cuts in my videos, so that you know that it's fully working. Nearly there, 93%. After this, it will actually unzip and install. Okay, it's configuring the wizard, extracting the zip, and it should bring you back to the home screen. And there you go, it's brought you back to the home screen. However, there are a couple of changes you might have noticed now. First of all, the background is different. Okay. Secondly, under each of the headings, you now have got icons. These icons are what we call channels. Okay, we're going to get onto what these channels are a little bit later on. We've still got a fair amount left to do yet. Okay. So basically, I'm just showing you the channels here. So what you want to go on to is you want to go back into system, mouse over the system. Once you moused over the system, you want to move down into settings. Don't click on system, just mouse over it. And then once you click on settings, you want to click on add-ons. And then you want to click on install from zip file. And this time you want to select HD movies. Okay. Once you've double clicked on HD movies, it says repository movies HD. I want you to double click this and it will install it. You're going to wait until you receive a notification on the bottom right hand menu saying the repository has been enabled, and then click the home button. Okay, once you've done that, you want to go mouse over system again and go back into settings. Once you've gone back into settings, this time click on add-ons and click on install from zip file again, and this time go all the way down to Xunity. Double click this and then go right to the bottom where it says Xunity talk repository.zip. Double click it to install. Again, you're going to wait for the pop-up to appear on the bottom right hand corner, and that it shows add-on is now enabled. Okay, press the home button. What I want you to do now is go to programs. Oh, sorry, not programs. You need to go back into system. Apologies for that. And in system, once you mouse over it, you want to go back into settings. And in settings, you want to click on add-ons. This time, rather than install from zip file, you want to click on get add-ons. And then you'll receive this list. On this list, you want to click on Xunity Talk repository. It should be on the top of the list, and it should have enabled on the right hand side. You want to click on this, and then you want to go down to where it says video add-ons. Click on that, and then where it says Xunity maintenance, you want to click on that once, and then you'll receive this box will show up, and on this box you want to click on install, and it's downloading first, and then it says bottom right on corner it says add-on enabled this time. This should now disappear. Once this has disappeared, I want you to go on to the home. Once you're back on the home screen, I want you to go into programs, and this time click on programs. Okay, you want to go back. To go back, you click on the two double dots in the top corner until you reach this screen where you can see icons here. And on this screen, I want you to click on xunitytalk.com maintenance. Once you click on that, what I want you to do is I want you to click on defaults, and I want you to click on this just once. So we're click on defaults only once, and then click on OK. Okay, once you click on OK, you'll reach this screen here with a few more icons. On these icons, I want you to click on tweaks, and in the tweaks I want you to go down the list and click on add zero cache advanced XML. I want you to click this twice, and it'll come up with this pop-up box saying have you backed up your original, as you cannot go back. I want you to click on yes, don't worry about it, and it'll give you this pop-up box once it's done. Click on OK, and then click on home. Okay, so we're back at the home screen again. What I want you to do is mouse over system again, and then click on settings again. Once you've clicked on settings, you want to click on add-ons, and in add-ons you want to find movies HD. You want to go up again, till you get to this menu here where it says get add-ons, enable add-ons, available updates, etc. You want to click on get add-ons, and from here on this list you want to find something called movies HD. Won't be a moment. Where is movies HD? There you are. Here's movies HD. It says movies HD add-on repository. It should have enabled on the right hand side of it, and I want you to click on this twice to open it. And I want you to click on video add-ons, then double click on movies HD. This box should appear, and click on install. Let it install. It should have a pop-up box in the bottom right hand menu appearing. First of all, it'll download. Once the download is complete, a pop-up box will appear. I believe two of them will appear. Yep, that's the second pop-up box. Okay, once that is done, I want you to click on home screen or home button to go back to the home. Okay, that's it really. You've successfully installed Kodi, but there's still a couple of steps left before you can actually start using Kodi. What I want you to do is mouse over videos. Once you moused over videos, I want you to click on add-ons. Don't click on the channels, just add-ons. Click on that, and it'll load up this list. However, this list is fairly hard to see and fairly hard to use. So we're going to make it a little bit easier for us to understand this list and easier for us to navigate this list. As you can see on the left hand side, there's an arrow. If you mouse over it, a menu pops up. In the menu, you want to click where it says view. You want to click it a few times until you reach thumbnails. Okay, first time you click it, it'll lead to info 1, and then it'll reach list, and then big list, and then thumbnail. Once you reach thumbnail, as you can see on the bottom right hand menu here, what Kodi is doing is actually updating the channels that you installed. So whenever this pop-up box occurs, don't touch anything, just let it update. Now many times when you start up Kodi, it'll try to update, and if it'll try to search the internet for updates, and if it finds any updates, it'll install them. If these pop-up boxes ever appear on the bottom right hand corner of your screen in Kodi, just wait and let the add-ons or the channels update. So we're just waiting for them to all update. There's a fair few that need to be updated. Nearly there. Just let it update. Eventually this box will disappear once it's updated all the add-ons and all the channels. Okay, I think that's the end of it, but we'll give it a second or two, just to make sure nothing appears. Yeah, nothing's gonna appear. Okay, what you want to do is, let's continue from where we left on. I want you to select thumbnails of there, and from the thumbnails I want you to find one channel prime wire, and I want you to right click this icon right here. Once you right click this, I want you to go on to add-on settings and click on that. Okay, and in add-on settings, what I want you to click on is, I want you to click on where it says enable custom domain, and that's under website tab. Click on that so that a little blue dot appears in there, and where it says custom domain, that will be enabled. I want you to click on that and erase everything that's written in the top box. Okay, so make sure the blue button is highlighted. Okay, and then click on custom domain, erase everything in that box, and I want you to type in this. I want you to type in HTTP. I won't be a moment, just gonna find it where I HTTP. Found it where I saved it on my phone. HTTP / www. Oh, apologies for this. I do apologize. I've actually made a mistake here. Ignore everything I'm typing in this box. Obviously I voiced over this video, but I'll soon realize that I've made a mistake, so ignore everything I've written in this box. I do apologize for this. What you want to type actually in here is HTTP : / prime wire dot unblocked .pw. Yeah, you can pause the video here and write this down if you want to, and I want you to click on done. As you can see now, custom domain has the URL that you entered. Click on OK. Okay, next what you need to do, you need to find something called, let's have a look, what you need to find next. Won't be a moment. Just trying to refresh my memory. You need to find ice films. Okay, it'll look like that icon. Right click it and click on add-on settings. Okay, you'll reach this. What you'll notice is, even though you click on the right arrow, it won't move past the downloads tab. What you're gonna have to do is, you're gonna have to click on the right arrow button on your keyboard, in your arrow button cluster on the keyboard. Once you click on that, you can move past downloads to auto view, and then you want to stop at miscellaneous. Okay, in miscellaneous, if you look at it, it says ice films site URL. Okay, You want to click on that where it says Icefilm site URL once, left click it, and erase everything that's present in that box. What you want to type in here, won't be a moment, I'm just going to bring it up my mobile, is HTTPS, so include HTTP and an S at the end, a colon / icefilms dot unblocked dot pw. So you can pause the video if you want and write this down if you wish. I will include these links in the description. So click on OK. As you can see, the link is then click on OK again. Okay, next what you want to find is you want to find something called Project Free TV. It looks like a hand punching through a screen. You want to click on that, right click on it and click on add-on settings. Okay, where it says PFT domain, you can see on the right hand side it's got a couple of links there where it says PFT domain in the domain tab. It's got an up and down arrow next to it. You want to click on the down arrow once until it shows custom URL. Okay, now you can see the bottom box, you can enter something in there, so I want you to left click it once, and in here you need to type in another URL. It won't be a moment. You need to type in HTTP colon / and it's project free TV dot unblocked dot pw. Okay, and once you've done that, click on done. As you can see, we've entered it here under custom URL under the domain tab and click on OK. And that's about it really. You've successfully installed and configured Kodi, formerly known as Xbmc. So now I'm just going to briefly show you what you can do in Kodi. So these are channels, as I mentioned earlier, under each of the categories: videos, music, etc., and programs. And these icons underneath the categories are called channels. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to click on one channel just for demonstration purposes on exactly what Kodi can do. Okay, these channels are basically your portal to a world of multimedia content being streamed directly to your computer. There's one called NaviX, but I'll explain that in a future video what that does. So let's go in videos tab and let's click on Genesis. This is just to show you what you have available. Once you open up Genesis, the Genesis channel, you have movies. Click on movies, and you got loads of movie categories here. We're going to click on most popular. Okay, once we click on most popular, it says working, and you've got all the latest movies here, all the most popular movies available which people are watching. Just for demonstration purposes, let's click on the Maze Runner, and you'll notice it won't play. It'll come up with these links. Now these links will come up on any movie or any show or any content that you click on. These are basically links across the entire internet which have the Maze Runner stored in them. It says HD and SD after some of the titles. SD is for slower connections, and HD is high definition for faster connections like DSL and broadband. As you can see on the top, we have a 1080p HD stream, so we click on it, but you'll notice it won't open. The reason why it won't open or play is because we've missed a very important step, which I'm just going to show you now in a bit. I'm just going to demonstrate to you. It'll say working, but nothing will play. As you can see, it's just saying working. Okay, it'll say buffering, but it'll never buffer. Nothing will ever play. And I'll show you why. We've missed a very important step, and you'll only realize this step once you close Kodi down completely. Okay, and this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to completely exit this screen and completely close down Kodi and go back to your Windows desktop. You'll have a little pop-up on your Windows desktop, and you'll understand as soon as we go on desktop why the video is not playing. Okay, here I'm just demonstrating that nothing will come on. So I'm going to stop this. There's no point waiting for it forever because it's not going to play. So click on stop, click on home, then click on the off button there to exit Kodi and click on exit. As you can see, voila, here we've got it. It's a pop-up box showing Windows Firewall, and Windows Firewall has blocked some features of this program, Kodi. But what you want to click on is you want to allow access. So you want to go down to allow access and click on it. Now all of your videos will play. So again, I clicked on the wrong item. I actually clicked on the install icon. We don't want to install Kodi, so we're going to get rid of this. Empty the recycle bin. This was the original install file. Go into start menu, click on programs, click on Kodi, and click on the Kodi icon to start up Kodi again. This time, if you click on videos, go back to Genesis, go into movies, click on most popular, go down back to wherever we were, the Maze Runner, go back to the 1080p stream. This time it will work. It says opening stream this time, and it says working. Take a little while, and it will buffer for about a second, probably about 3 seconds or so, and there you go. We have Maze Runner running, but I'm not going to play it for long as I don't want to break any copyright infringement law. And then we want to go back, and this is just one of the channels that I've just showed you really quickly. So this is basically how we can click on box office if you want, and this shows all the box office movies present over the years. We can click on next to display more results, and basically this is just in one channel. This is just in Genesis. We haven't even explored the other channels yet. As you can see, all the box office movies. We can click on home to go back to the home screen, click on Genesis, and to go back to navigate Genesis, there's the up icon here. Click on it once. To go back to main screen of Genesis, click on it again, go back up, click on it again, and we're back on genres. Click on the 2 dot icons to go back to the main option screen. Click on shows, click on most popular shows, and here you go, you have the most popular shows available. And let's just click on Game of Thrones. Let's click on season 3, and we just click on an episode, call it The Climb. It says working. It should give us a screen with a load of links, and again we select the link that we want and it'll start playing. Okay, let's go on home. This is just a quick display of what Kodi can do. Kodi is a very powerful software, and you can click on the other channels and explore them at your leisure. I will be making a future video which will detail how to use Kodi. So I will show you what the channels have, what kind of content the channels have, and I might even install a few more channels which I think are quite cool, and show you how to install them. And basically we've just scratched the surface. I'm just doing random stuff now in the background. I'm just showing you what Kodi can do. I'm showing you one channel here, but as I was saying, we haven't even scratched the surface of how much you can access on Kodi and how much content you can access. You can access music, you can access movies, you can access shows, you can access documentaries, you can access podcasts, you can access self-learning programs or self-learning videos. You can access radio channels from across the world in different languages. You can access live TV. Again, I will be making videos in the future detailing what you can do with Kodi, and I will be making a series of videos about Kodi and all the cool channels that I find while I'm exploring Kodi, and I'll show you how to add these cool channels onto your own Kodi setups and how to utilize them and use them. So yeah, feel free to play around with Kodi. Feel free to click on all of these channels and go through the menus and see what content is available for you to watch or for you to listen to, and you could even watch live TV on this. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please rate, comment and subscribe. Again, this is the long installation video. I will be making another video which is a short installation, and I'll try to compress the installation down to 10 minutes. This is for obviously people who want to go through the complete install. Okay, so that is basically Kodi. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a good day.